Long division using easy counting numbers. When we teach students the traditional algorithm for dividing, they have to learn many different multiplication facts. With the decomposing method you're about to learn, they only have to learn or know the ones, the twos, and the fives, the easiest times tables, and they will be able to divide any numbers. But what is the meaning of division? Before we divide, let's see about developing conceptual understanding of division with 4 questions. Until students understand division well, I encourage all adults to ask these 4 questions of their students. The first question is, what is the total amount of money being shared? Now, there's an academic word that is used to describe that total. Do you know it? What is that academic word? Well, it's called the dividend. And the dividend is 176. That's the total amount of money that is being shared. The second question is, how many people is the money being shared with? Do you know it? Well, there's also an academic word that is used to describe the number of people that are sharing that money. It's called the divisor. And the divisor in this case happens to be 5. That's the number of people who are sharing $176. The third question is, what are we looking for when we're dividing? Well, there is an academic term that is used to describe what it is that we're looking for. Do you know it? Well, it is called the quotient. And the quotient happens to be the number that is the answer to the division. And it goes right there. And we won't know it until we divide. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for how much money each of those people got when $176 is being shared among 5 people. The fourth and last question is, what type of bills can we give to each person? Well, there are the easy counting numbers, and they're listed right on top. 1, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, 100. We can give each of those persons those types of bills. Let's apply now this method to the division of 97 being divided into 4. That is, we have $97 and we're sharing it with 4 people. Well, the first thing that you will notice is that the division symbol is a little different. It looks like a hangman. The second thing you're going to do different is that you create a table that has all the easy counting numbers until you go over 97. For example, if you give $1 to each person, you're going to have given out $4. If you give them $2 to each of the 4, 2 times 4 would be 8. If you gave them $5, then you will have spent 20, and you keep going until you go over the 97. And so now I'm going to see that if I gave them 50, that would be too much. I don't have $200. Therefore, the first amount you're going to give them is $20. And if you give them $20, then you have spent already 80 bucks. You have $17 left. The next amount would be $8 that you could spend, because if you give them $2 each, you spend $8, and you do $2 again, and you're done. This is your remainder. Okay? And this right here tells you that the amount of money that each person received was a total of $24, and there was a remainder of $1. On this problem, we're sharing $379 with 12 people. Can you go ahead and use the table or create a table to see what we do with it to help us divide? We're going to use the table to see how much money we'll be spending if we give each person each of the counting numbers until we go over 379, and then we back up 1. So if we give them $1 to each person, I'm going to have spent $12. If we give them $2, we will be spending a total of $24. We keep doing this until we reach 50, because when we give them $50 to 12 people, we spend $600. So we're not going to use this. We're going to go ahead and begin by saying, okay, we can give each person $20. And over here it tells us that we would be spending $240. We go ahead and subtract, and we're going to see that what we have left is $139. The number that corresponds to that is less than 139 and closest to is 120. So we give each person a total of $10. And so now we have a total of $19 left. We give each person $1 and we have a total of $7 left. Therefore, we gave each person a total of $31 and there was a remainder of $7. Try to see if you can do the next one on your own. We're dividing $507 among 14 people. Pause the video and then see how I do it. When you made your table, did you stop at 50 like I did? Because 700 is more than 507? Now I'm going to go ahead and start dividing. So instead of beginning here, I'm going to begin with a total of $20 for each person. So that's 240. Now we subtract and we want to see that what we have is $267. I can give them another 20. So that's $240 again. I got $27 actually. And so now I end up giving them not 28, not $2 each, but $1. And so now I have a total of $13 left. Therefore, the total given to each of the 14 persons is a total of $41 with a remainder of 13. For the last problem, go ahead and create the table that you will use for dividing or sharing $6,509 with 25 people. So stop the video, make your table, and then compare it with what I do on the next slide. How does your table compare with mine? Did you go ahead and stop at 200? Because 200 gives you 5,000 and 500 would have taken you over 6,509. On the next slide, I'm going to be showing you the whole division. So go ahead and stop the video and use this table to complete your division and compare it with what I got. Did you get the same answer? Did you say that each of the 25 people got $260 and that there were $9 remaining? If so, great job. If not, go ahead and try to do it over. The last thing I'm going to ask you is, can you recall the 4 key questions that one should know in order to show conceptual understanding of division? I'm about to show you those 4 questions. So go ahead and say them out loud or write them down and see if you can remember what those 4 questions are. The 4 questions are, what is the total amount of money being shared? How many people is the money being shared with? What are we looking for? And what type of bills can we give to each person? Thank you for watching. I hope this method of dividing by decomposing into easy counting numbers will help those students who do not yet know all the multiplication tables. Look for more of our videos on these sites.